Hi, good day all of you. Welcome to our session. Welcome to our channel Intelligible Tutorials. In the previous sessions, we have completed some of the operations on the fudgy sets and how they can be completed with the help of respective examples also. Now, some of the other operations are also there. In this video, we are going to see. Okay, so in the previous session we completed union, intersection and the product of the operations complement. These four operations we have completed. Now in our session we are going to see some of the operations. Those are nothing but equality of the operation, multiplication with a crisp number, power of the operation, difference and disjoint sets. Okay, so first of all I want to describe about equality operation. Okay, so before writing the equality operation, let me define the sets of the fudgy sets. A bar is equal to x1 comma 0.4 and x2 comma 0.7, and b bar is given as x1 comma 0.3 and x2 comma 0.8. These are the two different fudgy sets. Now what and c bar is also given here, that is equal to x1 comma 0.4 and x2 comma 0.7. Now I am writing the equality operation. So what is the meaning of the equality operation? Whenever we say a bar is equal to b bar or is equal to question mark or not, or a bar is equal to c bar or not. So that equality can be represented as mu a bar of x1 is equal to mu b bar of x1, and in the same manner mu a bar of x2 is equal to mu b bar of x2. So mu a bar of x1 is equal to what? The first one is x1 comma 0.4 is equal to x1 comma 0.3? No. So is x2 comma 0.7 is equal to x2 comma 0.8? No. So a bar is not equal to b bar. Okay. So now we are going to check the equality of a bar comma c bar. So what are the values of a bar comma c bar? Is x1 comma 0.4 is equal to x1 comma 0.4 in c, same. Okay, and x2 comma 0.7. This is nothing but same, x2 comma 0.7. So a bar is equal to c bar, whereas a bar is not equal to c bar. That means both the elements in a bar and both the elements in c bar are same. So these two are same, but a bar, b bar is the different one. It's not at all same. Like that, we can represent the equality of the sets with the help of those members with the help of the membership functions. So this is one of the operation of the fudgy sets. Now we are going to discuss the another kind of the operation, that is nothing but the multiplication of a fudgy set with a crisp set. Okay. So once again we see the multiplication of a fudgy set with a crisp number. Sorry, not a crisp set, that is a crisp number. Okay. So we have already seen the product of the fudgy sets in the previous session. So once again I want to repeat the product of the fudgy sets and as well as the complement of the fudgy set. Then I will directly go to the other one. Okay. So already we have seen the product. What is the meaning of the product? A bar dot b bar. This is called the product operation. Okay. So this one already we have seen mu a bar of x into mu b bar of x. Okay. So at x1 it is equal to mu a bar of x1 into mu b bar of x1. That is equal to 0.4 into 0.3, that is equal to x1 into 0.012. Okay. And similarly x2, that is equal to mu a bar of x2 into mu b bar of x2. That is equal to what? 0.7 into 8. That is equal to x2 comma 0.056. So what is the product? A bar dot b bar at x, that is equal to 0 x1 comma 0.012 comma x2 comma 0.056. This is the product. This thing already we have seen in our previous session. Okay, and one more thing I want to discuss once again, that is nothing but complement. Okay, so already we have seen the complement now in our previous session what it is. Again now we are going to see what is the meaning of the complement. Okay. So what is the A complement? That is equal to 1 minus A bar. So what it is, that is equal to x1, 1 minus x1 comma 1 minus mu of a mu A bar of x1. That is equal to 1 minus 0 0.4. That is equal to x1 at 0 0.6. In the same manner, x2, 1 minus mu b bar of x2. That is equal to 1 minus 0 0.7. That is equal to x2 comma 0 0.3. So what is the A complement now? At x is equal to x1 comma 0 0.6 and x2 comma 0 0.3. In this way we can define the complement, and this complement already we have seen in our previous class also. And now I am going to describe about the equality is also completed, how to multiply a fudgy set with a crisp number. Okay, so that it is now we are going to see. I have taken a crisp number as 0.2. So we are representing as 0.2. So A bar dot A we are multiplying, that is equal to mu A bar of x into A. Okay, so first of all we are taking the x1. Okay, so A bar of at x1, A bar dot A at x1. So that is mu A bar of x1 dot A. That is equal to x1 comma 0.4 into 0.2. So what does it value? x1 comma 0.08. Okay, in the same manner A bar of A of x2. Okay, so what does it is? Mu of A bar of x2 dot A. That is equal to x1 comma 0.7 into 0.2. That is x2 comma 0.014. So what is the A bar dot A at x? That is equal to x1 comma 0.08 comma x2 comma 0.014. Okay, like that the crisp number multiplication along with the fudgy number can be represented like this. Okay, this is what multiplication of a crisp number of set with crisp number, multiplication of fudgy set with crisp number. Okay, this is the multiplication. And now we are going to see one more thing, that is nothing but power of the fudgy set. How the power of the fudgy set can be represented, and how the another difference can be represented. Okay, and all these things now we are going to see. Okay, difference and as well as the disjoint of the fudgy set operation can be represented. Now we are going to see. Okay, so next we are going to see is nothing but power of a fudgy set. Power of a fudgy set, that is A bar whole square. Okay, so that is nothing but mu A bar of x whole square. So at x1 now we are going to see mu A bar of x1 whole square, that is equal to x1 comma 0.016. Similarly at x2, that is equal to mu A bar of x2, that is equal to whole square, that is equal to x2 comma 0.049. Okay, because that is 7. Now A bar whole square is equal to given as x1 comma 0.016 comma x2 comma 0.049. So this is the power of the fudgy set A. Okay, so the power of the fudgy set is given as like this. Not only the power, okay, we can make the cube also to the power of whatever it is. It may be 3, it may be 4, we can do. Okay, so like that the square, cube to the power of 4, whatever it is, we can do with the help of the product operations like this. We can use the product operation and we can use this. Okay, so simply I am giving here the square operation. It is very easy to perform, so that's why using that example I told. But whenever it is cube, what we are going to see here, I have multiply here. I need to multiply with, that is whenever it is cube operation, that is a bar cube operation, 0.4 comma 4 into 0.4 into 0.4. Okay, so that is nothing but x1 comma 0.064, the value will come. Like that you can use the cube operation also, to the power of 4 operation also, whatever you want. Okay, so this is nothing but the power of a fudge set. And now I want to show one more operation, that is nothing but difference of the fudge sets. What is the meaning of the difference? How we can represent the difference of the two fudge sets? Now we are going to see. Okay, so let us write the next operation is nothing but difference. Difference can be represented as a bar minus b bar. That is nothing but to a bar intersection b bar complement. Okay, so this is nothing but the a bar intersection b bar complement is given as the difference. Let us first find out the complement of b bar complement. So b complement, how the b complement can be represented as 1 minus mu of a of x. Okay, so first at x1 we are going to see that is 1 minus mu of mu b bar, this is b bar of x1, mu b bar of x1, that is equal to 1 minus 0.3, that is given as x1 comma 0.7. At x2, that is equal to 1 minus mu b bar of x2, that is given as 1 minus 0.8, that is equal to x2 comma 0.2. So what is the b complement is here is nothing but x1 comma 0.7 and x2 comma 0.2. Now what I have to find out, a bar intersection b complement, b bar complement. So what is the a bar? The intersection means what, we have to find out the minimum of mu a bar of x comma mu b bar complement of x. Okay, so what at x1 what it is, at x2 what it is, now we are going to see. At x1 it is 0.4, 0.7. What is the minimum one? x1 0.4. At x2 it is 0.7 and it is 0.2. B complement I am watching here. Okay, so x1 it is 0.4 and it is 0.7. Which one is the minimum? 0.47 is 4 is the minimum. And coming to the next one, 0.7 and here it is 0.2. Which one is the minimum? 0.2. So what is the A intersection B complement? So that is A bar intersection B complement bar is given as x1 comma 0.4 and x2 comma 0.2 like that. So this is the required one. Now we got, this is nothing but the difference. So now a bar minus b bar is nothing but this value. Okay, like that we can do the difference operation also. And one more thing we need to do now is nothing but disjoint. That also now we are going to see. Okay, so is it clear now? I am clearing. Let us see the next operation is nothing but be disjoint. Can be represented as a bar disjoint b bar, that is equal to a complement intersection b bar union a complement intersection b bar complement. Okay, first of all we have to find out these two. A complement, first of all we have to find out. Okay, what is the A complement now? So A complement is given as, directly I am writing here, that is x1 comma 1 minus, that is x1 comma 0.6 and x2 comma what is the complement actually? As per the formula I am finding the first one, a complement. Once again I will write 1 minus mu a bar of x1 x. Okay, so what that is given as directly I am writing 1 minus x1 comma 0.6, 1 minus 0.4, okay, and x2 comma 0.3. Okay, this is the A complement. What is the B complement? Now it is given as 1 minus mu B bar of x. That is given as, previously we have done, we cleared that. Okay, so x1 comma 0.7 comma x2 comma 0.2. This is the B complement. Now I am finding A complement intersection B bar. So what does it mean, A complement intersection B bar? Intersection means what? We have to find out the minimum value. So what is the A complement value here? X1 is 0.6 and B bar is 0.2. Which one is the minimum? So here that is at x1 I am writing that is equal to x1 comma both values. What are the minimum of what are the values? 0.3 comma 0.7. And at x2 what are the minimum values? Minimum of 0.8 comma 0.2. Okay, now what is this value is nothing but x1 comma minimum is what? 0.3 and x2 comma minimum is what? 0.2. Okay, so in the same manner A bar intersection B bar complement, what it is at x1 we are having minimum of what is the A bar now? 0.4. What is the B complement here? 0.7. So 0.4 comma 0.7. Which one is the minimum now? 0.4. At x2 which one is the minimum? Minimum of what is the A bar here? 0.7 comma what is the minimum value at B complement? Here we got is nothing but 0.7. So that is nothing but 0.A bar 0.7 and here also 0.7. So minimum is nothing but 0.7 only, directly that will come. So now we are unifying both, that is what we are doing here is nothing but A complement intersection B complement. What it is coming now? See, x1 comma 0.4 and here it is x2 comma 0.7. Okay, so A complement intersection B bar complement is nothing but x1 comma 0.4 comma x2 comma 0.7. Okay, so we both defined these two. Now I am clearing here some of the steps here I am clearing. Those are nothing but these two steps I am clearing now, and I am writing here the disjoint operation directly here. So what is the disjoint operation? It is saying as A bar complement intersection B bar and the A bar intersection B bar complement. So what is it is saying? That is what is the union operation now? Max of this one 0.3 and 0.4. 0.3 comma 0.4 at x1. At x2 is got max of a second operation 0.2 and the second operation 0.7. 0.2 comma 0.7. Okay, so what is the disjoint operation now? We are going to find out. That is simply I am directly clearing here. This is 0.4 and this is 0.7. Okay, so now x1 comma 0.4, x2 comma 0.7 is nothing but A bar disjoint B bar operation. Okay, so like that we find this operation. So by this what we can conclude is nothing but A bar intersection B. So A bar disjoint B bar is nothing but again A bar only, the same values we got. Okay, so A bar disjoint B bar is equal to again A bar only. So like that we will complete various kinds of the operations on the fudgy sets and various fudgy kind of the operations. In the coming video we will see some more operations like Cartesian product and fudgy relations, how they can be represented. If you didn't subscribe my channel Intelligible Tutorials, please subscribe my channel Intelligible Tutorials. Thank you for watching.